Hello there. So here I am, myself and little B. We are at the island of Flores in the Azores. We made it here from Halifax, Nova Scotia in basically 21 days. I thought it was going to take me 21 days. So here it is. I want to give you a little perspective. It's kind of more of a fishing port, commercial type area. They are in the midst of rebuilding their pier, which is the further one. That's from a hurricane from 2018 apparently, and this one looks pretty new as well. So you can see here, I'm standing on an old pier, which maybe this was the only one that was here, and the other one over there. But it's a pretty cool spot, that's for sure. It's a beautiful island. I recommend it to anyone. There's a nice beach over there, lots of families, locals spending their time there today, and even a neat little cave over there, which somebody is exploring with a small boat. And yeah, so I just thought I'd give you a little perspective on that. Very hilly, mountainous, really interesting terrain. I went for a walk today up to the top of that hill that you can see over there. It looks like, I think it's an old church. And then just on the other side of the hill is the large lighthouse that that guided me in last night. So, and I came in here in the dark, which was interesting because there's part of this pier, the new one that's here, this new one that everybody's fishing on, that one's not on any charts, and it's not on Navionics. So, but I knew that coming in, so I gave it a wide berth and came around, and everything's good. But I also want to give you a perspective on little B. So here's little B sitting nicely up against the wall, but check this out. So if I let her slide back a little further, I'm coming down the stairs now. So I'm right at my eye levels at the spreaders, but I went down already 5 steps. So my eye level would be up here, which is kind of neat. So like on my boat, I have the steaming light, so I'm above the steaming light, and I could, if it was back a little further, I could step right on the spreaders and do something. I don't know. I can inspect the rig, so I did that today already, which is good. And there's nothing wrong with that. Checking things out, making sure everything's intact and not, loose or something come off or whatever. And here's another interesting perspective as well. I'm just going to drop the camera down in here as the little boat goes by. I'm going to check that out. Wait for the camera. Hey! It says, their boat says Titanic. What the heck's with that? Goodness gracious, who does that? Yeah, I have some laundry hanging, some pants that were damp. Actually, I washed them today. And actually, I could probably do this with a selfie stick. Here, let's check it out. Do a little rig inspection. There, I don't know. Let's check out the turnbuckles. How's the turnbuckles look? Everything cool up there? Yeah, we're good? Yeah, okay. Yeah, everything's good. Spinning things are spinning. Turning things are turning. Yeah. Good. Was a little closer, I'd put, yeah, anyway, all good. So here's a perspective. There's a 580 from that kind of vantage point. I haven't saw anybody do that one before. Straight up looking down. There's Johnny G. You guys all know about Johnny G. Johnny G. And then the plan is for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I believe it's August the 2nd. So the plan for tomorrow, just based on the winds, the plan for tomorrow is to sail to Horta, and because it's going to be a nice westerly wind. That's the plan. That's what it says. 15 knots. So I'll shoot her down to Horta, which is 130 miles. So that's a full more than 24 hours for me. I'm kind of basing everything on like 100 nautical miles per day. So I'm going to leave right at daybreak, and then I'll be able to, you know, if I get in there at noon or something, it doesn't matter, right? Noon, 2 o'clock. Try and get in there during the daylight hours. And yeah, here's another shot. Like I said, pretty commercial, but great people here. George was the guy's name that helped me out, so it worked out really well. And apparently the guys that checked me in, the three, they're not customs officers, they're like their police, I guess. Just noting what boats are in the harbor. These 2 boats, the catamaran, they don't know whose catamaran that is. It just arrived one day and the people were gone. And then this boat here, same thing, it arrived. They think the people that own the boat are visiting some people on the island, but they don't even know. So these boats have been here for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So anyway, I told the young guys, I says, when I'm done my journey to Portugal, I'll come back and get my catamaran. And they like that idea because then they don't have to deal with it. Anyway, so here we go. Let's take a look. Oh, this guy's coming in pretty hot. And here's another shot of little B up against the wall as this boat comes in. What's this one's name? Juliana. Ah, I like that one. Like my daughter Julia. Juliana. So I think this concrete wall, they've taken the same idea as Horta, and they have been painting along the wall here for years. This is kind of interesting walking along and checking it out. All the different paintings, different boat names. There's the Policia going a little fast. They're gonna rub my spreaders against the concrete wall here. Thank you, gentlemen. Grrr. That's the problem with power boaters in general. Little shot there. But it sits here okay.